Alrighty guys, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Good. Y'all excited?
Yeah.
Good. Well, welcome to the Starfish Cabana. My name is Patrick and I am one of the trainers here at Discovery Cove. Now here at Discovery Cove, our goal is to provide a safe and enjoyable dolphin experience. However, we strongly suggest that you actually not interact with any marine mammals out in their natural environment. In fact, the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972 makes it illegal to interact with any marine mammals off the coast of the United States. These laws are there for your safety and the safety of those animals. Now, while you're here at Discovery Cove, we have a few simple guidelines we ask you to follow for your safety and the safety of our animals here at our park. First of all, we ask you please remove all jewelry or anything else that could potentially fall off and be swallowed by our dolphins. That means all necklaces, bracelets, earrings, anything like that. The only thing we will allow are the same things that we as trainers are allowed to wear, which is a waterproof watch and a wedding set. Alright guys, everything else we do ask you please remove and go put into a locker. Next, masks can be brought into the water, but we ask you either wear them on your head or around your neck, and make sure that the snorkel and the black snorkel clip is removed from that mask. We also ask that you tuck in your name tags and locker keys and make sure your wetsuits and vests are zipped all the way up. Now before you do that, just check the bottom of your name tag. It should say Pod 3, either A, B, C, or D. Just remember that letter if she didn't already tell you earlier when you were checking in, because that will be the letter group that we take you down to the beach in just a little bit. Once you've done that, then go ahead and tuck everything in and make sure everything's all zipped up. And lastly, we will not be bringing any personal cameras into the water because they could potentially be swallowed by our animals. However, we will be providing professional photographers and videographers to capture all your memories throughout your interaction. Now, the dolphins you'll be swimming with are very large and very powerful animals. Because of their size and strength, there is some inherent risk. So we ask you please make sure you listen very carefully to all your trainer's instructions throughout your interaction. Lastly, the water you'll be getting into is about 75 degrees and about 9 to 12 feet deep. If you have any concerns about your swimming ability or any potential health risks, we ask that you maybe reconsider the deep water portion of our interaction. If you have any of these concerns, please just talk to your trainer when you head down to the beach and they can give you another option such as the shallow water ride. It's the exact same thing as the deep water ride. The only difference is going to be whether or not you're in the 9 to 12 feet water or if you're in waist deep shallow water. You do the same ride, same length, hold on the same way. You don't miss on anything. It just depends on where you are. Right, guys? Alrighty, well, before we head down to the beach, we'll play you a short little video so you can learn a little bit about the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin.
The sea connects every continent. Yet it remains a planet apart, filled with beauty and danger, and home to perhaps the most extraordinary of all life forms. Dolphins. Breathers of air. Who live underwater lives. Fast. Strong. Agile. They see with sound and communicate in ways we do not fully understand. Dolphins are found in every sea. Born underwater, these are social creatures, devoted to their pods, nurturing to their young, playful, curious. They have often initiated contact. Yet, we know little of dolphin lives. Here in Discovery Cove, your dolphin experience is only the beginning of an adventure in understanding between two extraordinary species.
Alrighty guys, did you enjoy the video? Can't talk about it. Yeah? Excited? Alright, well we're gonna have to wait a couple minutes, I'm sorry. We gotta wait for a couple more trainers to come up so we can take you down to the beach. While we wait, does anybody have any questions about anything?
How much does the full-size dolphin weigh?
Average size of a full-size dolphin is about 450, 500 pounds and about 8 to 9 feet long. So pretty big. Most of our dolphins have either been born here at our park or at other SeaWorlds around the country. We've had 24 births here at our park since 2000. So, a lot of ours have been born here. Anything else? Yeah. We have more girls or more boys? We have more girls, I think, right? Oh, man, what's the one around the corner? I'm pretty sure we have a lot more girls, I think. In pool 1, we have 6 boys. Or in Sand Dollar and pool Starfish, we have maybe 5 boys, and Seahorse we have 0. And we have 44 altogether, so you can imagine we have like 10 to 12 boy dolphins and 44 altogether. It's very much majority female. Good question. Anything else, guys? Nothing? No questions? Y'all are just so excited to go see dolphins? Understandable. Well, while we wait, I can give you a little bit of an understanding of how your interaction will work. What we'll do is we'll take you down to the beach and we'll split you into 4 groups. What we'll then do is you'll be in a group of about 8 to 9 people stationed in the shallow waters around the pool. In your group, your 8 to 9 people will be interacting with one dolphin at a time. So it'll be you, about 8 or 9 or 7 or 8 other people, 2 trainers, maybe a third, and a dolphin right in front of you in the shallows. You'll be doing a lot of shallow water, what we call shallow water behaviors. We'll do touches, you get to kiss them, do some photos, you get to do some mimics, hear what they sound like, stuff like that. Get to see just how smart these animals are up close and personal. It's really cool. Now, as I said earlier, there is a deep water portion of your interaction. Most of your interaction will be in the shallow waters. As an individual, you'll spend probably about 25 to 27 minutes of your interaction in the shallow waters. But during one portion, smaller groups from each group will go out at a time of about 2 to 3 people out into the deep water. What you'll do is you'll swim out, you'll tread water out in the deep water for a couple minutes. The dolphin will come to you, the trainer right there will help you grab on, and you'll ride right back into the shallows. That's all you have to do for the deep water portion. So if you just think you can go out to the deep water and tread water and you feel comfortable, feel free, you can go out and do that. But as I said, there is another option. The other option is, instead of swimming out into the deep water and treading water for a couple minutes, we can take you to another area of our shallow waters. You can do your ride across the shallows. So instead of swimming out and treading water, you just walk over to the shallow area. It's all waist deep, or at least waist deep for me, so some kids a little higher. But it's all about waist deep, so you'll do your ride right across there. Don't worry on your ride, you don't have to swim or do anything. The dolphin will do all the work for you. They are professional swimmers, and so they can swim a lot better than we can. Yeah.
What's the difference in the deep water interaction and shallow water interaction?
That's what I was saying. The only difference is that ride and where it is. You do the exact same ride, you hold on the same way, you ride the same way, same length and everything. The only difference is whether or not you're in waist deep water or out in the 9 to 12 feet. All right? Any other questions, guys? Nothing? No. All right, let me think what else I can tell you about our park. Hey guys, as I said earlier, we had 44 dolphins. They are split into 3 social groups. So we have our Sand Dollar, our Seahorse, and our Starfish social group, and each one has a different amount of dolphins. Starfish has 17 dolphins that they work with. Seahorse has 13, and we have 14, and Starfish. And we will just work with those animals, and they will just do those interactions in those groups every day. Now you can imagine, we're not going to have 14 dolphins out in the pool with us at a time. It'd be a little hectic if all of us, plus about 10 more trainers, plus about 14 dolphins were all in one pool. It'd be a little hectic. You wouldn't get to do much with the dolphins because they'd be a little bit everywhere. So instead, what we'll do is we'll split them up and have a couple out at a time, and that way it's a lot more personal. You get your dolphin in front of you, and that way we also give a chance to give breaks to different dolphins. So we'll have 4 out maybe during your interaction, and then another group of dolphins will come out later in the day and do some interactions, while this group might get to go to the back and have a little bit of a break. Sound pretty good, right? That way you don't have to work and do the same thing all day long. Sure, you can imagine if you don't want to do the same thing all day long. Same with these guys. And so we give them a little bit of a break throughout the day, depending a little bit on who they are. Some of our older dolphins that have been doing this for a while are a lot more used to doing maybe 4 or 5 interactions, where some of our smaller dolphins are only going to do maybe 2. Are we ready? All righty, guys. You ready? Remember those last